In this lesson, we'll be learning about and practicing identifying the shape of distribution, meeting the requirements for TEKS 612B. After we've collected data and then graphed it, one of the ways that we can describe that data is the manner in which it's distributed in its graph. There are a number of ways that we can describe these measures of shape. We can describe shape using terms like cluster. Are there data that's grouped closely together? Is there a peak in that graph? Gaps. Are there portions of the graph that don't have data? Are there gaps? Is the graph symmetrical? In other words, the mean, the median, and the mode, the center of that data, does it all arrive at the same location and therefore give the graph the appearance of the same picture on one side as on the other? Is that graph skewed? Is in fact the data not symmetrical and that data skewed one direction or another? In this lesson, we'll be going over these 5 terms and showing you what they look like in a variety of graphs that we'll be using this year. The first term that you'll need to be familiar with is cluster. Cluster is data grouped closely together. You can see clusters in dot plots, stem and leaf plots, and histograms, and there are some examples right here on the screen. Circled in red are clusters of data. Now, in many cases, clusters stand out because you also see gaps. Those gaps highlight data that's clustered together. Where there are areas of the graph that don't have data, we call those gaps. Gaps are values or numbers that don't have data recorded in the graph. Gaps can be seen in dot plots, stem and leaf plots, and histograms. And again, there are examples here on the screen. Those arrows are indicating where there are gaps in the data. Many of you are probably already familiar with the word peak. You'll likely be thinking of something like a mountaintop, and that's fine. The peak in a graph is the value that occurs most often. We know this is the mode. Peaks can be seen in dot plots, stem and leaf plots, and histograms. And again, there are examples here on the screen. Notice the tallest bar in a histogram, the point on a dot plot that has the most dots, the stem and leaf plot where the leaves are the longest or the most, the peak. Symmetry is a word that's used to describe something that appears similar on one side as it is on another, right? If the left side of the distribution looks like the right side, we've got symmetry. Symmetry can be seen in dot plots, stem and leaf plots, histograms, and box plots. And in fact, there are examples here on the screen. The red line is showing you the center of the graph. And you can look at each of these graphs and notice that the picture of that graph on one side of the red line looks much like the picture of the graph on the other side of the red line. They are symmetrical. The word skew may very well be a new word to you. Skew just simply means that the graph tends to lean one direction or another. And skewing can be described as asymmetry. In other words, it's not identical on one side of the graph as it is on the other. In fact, it's typically quite different. Now the question is, how do I describe that skew? And you describe it as either left or right. Which direction is the graph skewed? Skew can be seen in dot plots, stem and leaf plots, histograms, and box plots. And there are examples here on the screen. Notice where the arrow drops to the right. That's skewed right. Where it drops off to the left, that's skewed left. if you look at the example of the box plot, the longer whisker, right, the greater distance between data is skewed left. The left side whisker is much longer than the right side, skewed left. Let's take the opportunity to practice identifying measures of shape. So let's start with the first thing, clusters. Do we see any clusters in this stem and leaf plot? And I would say no. Do we see a peak? Absolutely. And in fact, the peak is right here in the 50s. What about gaps? I don't see any gaps. There's data throughout the graph. Now, symmetry or skew? The center of this graph runs right through the 50s. If I draw a line here, then I have data above the line, data below the line. It mirrors either side of the line. This appears to be a symmetrical graph. We have symmetry. We have the same picture or very similar picture below the line as we do above the line, or to the left of the line as we do to the right of the line. Symmetry. We have symmetry and we have a peak. Now, how about in this example of a histogram? Shape. Let me start with cluster. I think I see a cluster here. I see a peak here. So I have a cluster here. I have a peak here. I have no data in these locations right here. These would all be gaps. I have gaps in my data. I have a cluster. I have a peak. Do I have symmetry? If I see the center of this graph as being, say, roughly this point here, do I have the same picture on this side as I do on this side? And I think we'd agree we definitely don't. So there's no symmetry here. But we do have data that falls to the right. So we could declare this graph to be skewed right. Let's go ahead and wrap up this lesson. In this lesson, we talked about how once we've graphed data, we can then describe the shape of its distribution across that graph. These are the 5 terms primarily used to do that describing: cluster, gap, peak, symmetry, skew. We can look at the graph, whether it be a dot plot, a stem and leaf plot, a histogram, a box plot, and we can look to identify clusters, gaps, peaks, and then whether or not that graph is symmetrical or skewed. Remembering, skewed could be left or right.